That's a loaded question. KMFDM is what it always was, and it probably will always be what it is now, which is this kind of half serious and half very cheeky form of entertainment that is known to insiders as the ultra heavy beat. KMFDM is a band that was formed in 1984 and has underwent some changes and transitions over the years, and is probably just awaiting to peak shortly here. Well, arguably it hasn't really changed, because a lot of people accuse us of sounding like always, where others say we should sound different when we don't want to, so you can't win. So that's why we just do our thing and don't really care much about what it sounds like or how it should sound like. It sounds like the way KMFDM sounds. Whatever we do, it is KMFDM. This is a compilation of songs throughout KMFDM's career, not picked as a best-of necessarily, but as a sort of introduction to KMFDM to people that are not familiar with it, also as a reconnect with people that are possibly familiar with KMFDM but have lost track of us. And a best-of was something we did a couple of years ago that was called Greatest Shit. This is more like
the ideal set list.
The ideal set
list. Something we would, do on tour.
It is something, to familiarize ourselves with our new label a little bit. It has been remixed in the sense that all the multi-tracks have been put together fresh. So rather than making a compilation of mixes that were done at some point in time and sounding like a patchwork, this is sounding like it was made out of one block, so to speak. We're working on the new studio album, and we have about 2/3 of the music in the box, and are currently putting lyrics together and writing actual content.
We're in the thick of it. We've got lots of ideas and lyrics written. I haven't laid down any vocals yet, but all the songs that I'm working on are completely sketched out. And it's going to be a hell of a ride. Really excited, looking forward to getting back out there and, giving the kids what they want.
Actually, we're going to be touring next year. We have too much work with this new album right now. So next year the season is open and we're going to be there. Well, I just wrote the first chapter, which is kind of like the opening of the book, and I'm working right now doing a lot of research in the career of KMFDM. When was what, and when did we do this and that. And then there's going to be a cast of characters that will be interviewed to complete the whole picture, and it will be accompanied by a picture, like a coffee table book, so to speak, with all the KMFDM artwork. There's about 50 designs by Brute, and all kinds of interesting stuff, photos throughout KMFDM's lifespan and whatnot. So it's really going to be almost like an anthology. It's a big project, and it'll be done when it's done. Can't push the river that way. Well, the Sensible Gun Laws Now shirt was an idea of the guy that runs the KMFDM merchandising. He's from down there, and he got the whole thing kind of firsthand, and he said to me, we should do something. We should come up with something that, can work as a benefit for the people that, are grieving, suffering, whatnot. KMFDM had this point in time when we released the Adios album in 1999. It came out the same day that the Columbine massacre happened, and that really sensitized KMFDM for this whole kind of violence, school shooting, senseless violence, thing in the first place. So, yeah, I think it's a good thing to promote more sensible gun laws. It doesn't mean, hey, I want to take all your guns away from you. It just means, from now on, make sure who gets a gun. And if they have a history with the FBI, then maybe you should look twice. Who is it? common sense, I guess.
I personally, I like shooting guns. I don't feel a need to own one, but when I was a kid, I used to shoot guns up in the country with my family. But I was just curious because it seems like everybody could get a gun. So we went into a gun shop, and there was essentially nothing really required other than a driver's license and like a 2-week wait.
Not even a 2-week, no. Next day.
Wow.
Come back tomorrow.
Wow, that's crazy, and
And you don't want me to have guns, man. I'll tell you that much. No way.
Hey, I'm Lucia from KMFDM.
And I'm Sascha from KMFDM. Subscribe to Loud Noise, the loudest noise in the world.